My name is Eric Z, and I'm the cook behind 886 and Wenwen, two Taiwanese restaurants in New York City. I was raised in Taiwan, grew up in Taipei until I was 18, came to New York for college, and kind of just stuck around. In many ways, I'm in the food business because it's something I love. It is also something that is very much part of me as a person. I make my own version of Taiwanese food, from my memories of what I grew up eating, and teaching others how to make it too. This is Genesis, one of our youngest cooks.
It's a very immersive experience that we have here. I get taught a lot. Oh, actually, my first day here, he taught me the sizzling noodle technique.
Oh, yeah.
That was really how I knew, you know, it was...
That's not Taiwanese. That's a Xi'an style technique. But the sizzling, the noodle is Xi'an style, but then the technique of pouring hot oil onto a bunch of aliens and spices, that's like shared across different continents of food, really. But it's mostly about how there's that contrast, right? Because the only Asian cooking experience you had prior to this is cooking at a Thai restaurant.
Yeah, and the approach to flavors is very different.
Yeah, but then like so many of the techniques you can find parallels with.
For sure.
Like just using a wok, right?
For sure.
When first time I saw you on a wok, I was blown away. And it's like, he's also working on a few dishes right now. That's like really cool.
There's a salmon noodle that we're trying, and we're also working on a collaboration. What I find about Taiwanese flavor is that it's very powerful, but it's also like delicately so. Like it's like the flavors come at you and they're meant to like, you know, keep your attention, but like it's very hard to get to that point. That's something that I found, is like you can't just throw things in a pot and get Taiwanese flavor.
It's very interesting because I grew up Taiwanese, obviously. You didn't grow up Taiwanese, obviously. And so I'm always very excited to see kind of an outsider's perspective in.
Yeah.
Everyone has their idea of what Taiwanese food means. For some, it's a way of expressing themselves in a culinary manner. Others, like me, have that personal connection with it. And I'm not the only one building a memory map of my upbringing as a Taiwanese. I've got an old buddy, who I also consider a mentor. He does that too. Even though he grew up on the West Coast rather than Taiwan, and you guessed it, he serves breakfast. What's up, guys?
Come check out our kitchen. I mean, it's not that small, but it is pretty small.
Whole Foods is a strictly electric kitchen.
Yeah.
Which is kind of unheard of. Well, unheard of until I went to Europe, and everybody was
Everyone's electric in Europe. If this was gas, if this is like a gas candy burner with like 150,000 BTUs, you would be burning. Our beef is over here, soup is over here. It's probably super hot right now. We have a little braise, a couple hot sauces that are just melting, and then I've never done breakfast before. We did this, and I've only been to breakfast places, so we were trying to figure out, you know, how to do this thing. So we cooked pan with just like someone stirring it for 2 hours, Patrick, and he would always burn it, and we'd always get mad at him.
It just pops out to use his phone for like 5 seconds, and
it'll just burn.
I think for the first few times I came for breakfast, my only complaint was really just probably the speed. But then that was something that you guys were working on. You guys are busy as fuck. And now you make your own scallion pancake.
I think I still am a California kid. Grew up in Los Angeles with both parents immigrating from Taiwan in kind of the early 1980s. We grew up in a place where we had so much different types of Chinese or Asian food. You know, we had Zhejiang cuisine, we had Cantonese cuisine, we had Taiwanese food, we had breakfast shops. My parents always had a sense of Taiwanese pride, and they made us very well aware ever since we were a kid that, you know, we were from Taiwan, we were Taiwanese. You're Taiwanese. This restaurant is Chinese, this restaurant is Taiwanese.
All right, that gets the savory soy milk with pork loss, the fan tuan, just one, the radish cake, the scallion pancake with egg, and I'll also do a cold half-sweet soy milk. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is house-made cold soy milk, half sweet. Just like Taiwan. Even better than Taiwan, in my opinion. He's really got the consistency right. It's just thick enough. Thank you. Come to Papa. Work of art, really. This is scallion pancake with a soft, semi-scrambled egg inside. It's like a house-made hot sauce. They used to make a hot sauce with beef tallow as like a base, kind of like the beef noodle soup places where you scoop your own hot sauce. But now I think they switched to a vegan version. This, the crown jewel of fantuan, in my opinion. Like every single grain you can just see is so plump and simple. So it's fried like 3 times, completely dehydrated, extra crispy. Insists on soaking sticky rice and then just steaming it old-fashioned traditional way. Each grain is distinct, and it's just something special about his really, really stupid stubbornness that makes all his food so good.